Hello students, this is Mr. David once again reading you the Young Post during the school coronavirus closure. Again, thanks to Young Post, and today the article is written by South China Morning Post, and this is taken from February the 18th. The headline is Coronavirus. Hong Kong shops go on strike to demand rent reduction. So go on strike means to stop working. Go on strike, stop working. Demand is when you want something, you're not asking, you demand it. I want this. And a rent reduction. Reduction means less rent. So they want to pay less rent, less money per month. The subheading, nearly 200 stores closed in 14 malls. This word is malls. As retailers, that means shop owners, retailers, shop owners stage an unprecedented, this word again, unprecedented. Unprecedented means it's never happened before, okay? Precedent means something that happened before. Unprecedented, it has never happened before. Unprecedented strike to ask for rental cut following protests and amid means in the middle of COVID-19 outbreak. Let's scroll down. So this is Ocean Centre. Ocean Centre, Ocean Centre is the Tsim Sha Tsui, I think, right? Anyway, yeah. The caption, many shops in Ocean Centre were closed as part of the strike. In malls across the city, retailers are the shop owners, shut their fashion outlets, restaurants and cafes, this word cafes, on Tuesday in an unprecedented strike to demand rental cuts as plunging means going less and less, going down, plunging, okay? Plunging foot traffic means people walking around, okay? Foot traffic, the shoppers, there are less shoppers. So plunging foot traffic caused by months of anti-government protests and a coronavirus outbreak threatens to decimate, okay? Decimate means reduce to 10%, okay? From 100% to 10%, to decimate the industry. 50 retailers, including Lady M cake shops, French sportswear brand Lacoste, this is Lacoste, the one with the crocodile, okay? Lacoste, and fashion brand Club 21 are among nearly 200 shops that have declared, that means they have said, I declare, I say no business day across 14 shopping centres in Hong Kong. Some of the shops said they would be shut for 24 hours, while others announced temporary closures. Temporary here means short term, okay? Temporary, short-term closures without stating a time limit. The last 7 months of losses have become unbearable, okay? Very difficult. Unacceptable is unbearable, okay? Unbearable for many of us, said Ashley Micklewright, President and Chief Executive at Bluebell Group, a distributor. That means they sell something. They are the distributor of luxury brands, including, this is called Moschino, okay, it's a sh sound. Moschino, Davidoff, and Anya, I'm sure of this one, Anya Hindmarch, maybe? Anya Hindmarch. The impact on the business and traffic is far worse than anything we have ever experienced. Hong Kong retailers, hotels and restaurateurs, restaurateur is someone who, they own a restaurant, okay? They are a restaurateur, are taking the brunt. The brunt means the pain, okay? The pain of the city's economic woes. This word here, economic woes, and woe is the bad times, the suffering, the bad times, with some stores losing as much as 90% in sales compared with last year, as average daily arrivals again plunged, going down to 3,000 in February from 200,000. You see, 200,000 before, 200,000, and now in February 3,000. That's a huge drop from 200,000 to 3,000 in the first half of 2019. Some of them have joined forces to press their landlords. That means to ask their landlords in a very strong way. You press their landlords into cutting their rent. The last thing we want to do is to shut down something that took a few decades. Decades is 10 years, a few decades, and 3 generations. The word generation means like grandfather, father to son, or grandmother, daughter, granddaughter. Okay, three generations to build, let alone lay off. Lay off means to fire. Lay off our employees, our workers, said Micklewright, whose group earned 50 million US dollars. So again, how you say the numbers? It's not US dollar 50 million, it's 50 million US dollars. The group earned 50 million US dollars in sales in 2018 through 22 outlets, 22 shops in 19 shopping centers in the city. If they have 22 outlets in 19 shopping centers, that means some shopping centers have 2 outlets. Anyway, Tuesday's strike affected 14 shopping centres all over Hong Kong, including Harbour City and Musea in Tsim Sha Tsui, Newtown Plaza in Sha Tin, and the IFC Mall in Central. Some commercial real estate landlords. So commercial real estate, the opposite of this is residential. Residential is where you live. Residential. Commercial is working land, so offices and shops. That is commercial property. Commercial real estate landlords have already announced rental relief. Okay, that means a lower pay or lower rent. Okay, rental relief is like less money. So the landlords already said, okay, we'll give you a discount. But for most companies, it's not enough. The discount is not enough. Even if you give a 15% deduction, that means 15% less. In terms of amounts, it's peanuts. It means there's very little. It's peanuts. It's nothing. Okay, said Micklewright. The average monthly commercial lease price, okay, how much you pay for renting, lease is rent, in Causeway Bay at $500 per square foot. Again, not Hong Kong dollar 500, 500 Hong Kong dollars per square foot, stands among the highest in the world. It's not going far enough. So as you know, students, the Hong Kong economy is not as good as before, you know, with the virus, with the protests. People have less money, shops have less business. So as always, stay healthy, stay happy.